Triple J says yes. Find the car of your dreams. Know how much you're approved for and what your trade-in is worth instantly online at triplejguam.com. Get a real-time view of every car in our inventory. Pre-qualify instantly and save time at the dealership. Triple J says yes.
Okay, Jess, so you touched a little bit on your company, on Boka earlier and everything. I want to deep dive into this now as a businessman, not just as a friend, as a health advocate, but now you're actually running a company whose mission is to promote good fitness and, you know, just running the business and everything. Tell me how you actually came up with the idea for Boka and what it's been throughout the life of the company so far.
Well, we've been open 1 year. We're mainly a meal preparation service, so we'll make people's meals for the whole day. So it takes out going to the store, it takes out cooking the food. We do everything for them.
One-stop shopping.
What's that?
One-stop shopping.
Oh, one stop. Yeah.
All right.
But the reason I did that was because I've done a lot of nutrition education over the years, and I figured that, you know, education's important. It's very, very important for people to understand how to use food. But at the end of the day, we're all busy. You know, I didn't want to go home and have to cook food after working 8 or 9 hours a day. You know, I'm tired just like everyone else. So if I'm not going to use my knowledge and cook the food I need to, then I'm going to reach for whatever's closest to me or whatever's easiest. And that's usually going out to eat or going somewhere where there's fast food. And so you're putting in that body, or you're putting all that food into your body, and you're not really eating healthy. So I figured, hey, instead of, or with the education, why not just make people's food for them? Give them a way so that they can eat healthy that's convenient, where they don't have to worry about portion size, they don't have to worry about counting calories, they don't have to worry about going shopping. Just do everything for them, make it convenient, make it healthy, and make it taste good. And I think that's the one thing that I really love about my job, is that we're always experimenting in the kitchen. How do we make people's food that they love to eat, how do we make it healthy? Like, what's your favorite food?
Favorite food?
Tomorrow or whatever.
You're not going to enjoy this, but jambalaya. I really like Creole food.
Jambalaya. You know what's funny is we're recipe testing a jambalaya recipe now for next month.
I'll be down right after this.
So
right after we finish recording this episode, I'm headed straight there. I'm in the car.
We'll bring some for you just to test it.
Yeah, no.
And tell us what we need. But
yeah, no, I think that's fantastic.
You know, the secret for us, I mean, it's a lot of work, but it's looking at people's favorite foods and trying to help them understand that you don't have to give up what you eat. Jambalaya is very carb-based, a lot of rice, right?
Yeah.
But the thing I love about jambalaya is that you throw in vegetables, you throw in meats, the spices that go into it, it makes it delicious. So for us, I would change jambalaya, and instead of rice, I would use quinoa. And I would throw in...
Which is delicious.
Which is delicious. Tastes almost exactly like rice.
Yeah, everybody out there watching this right now, if you have not tried quinoa, don't knock it till you try it, truly. This man knows what he's talking about.
Quinoa's good.
Quinoa's good.
And, you know, it has the same amount of carbs as regular rice, but the reason we use it, although in the paleo world it's not, it's on that borderline of what's paleo, what's not, but it has more added nutrition than rice does.
Well, you took the words right out of my mouth, bro, because I was going to say, a lot of people have heard of the paleo diet prior to Boka opening and everything, but you guys really took it to the next level in terms of promoting it and letting people know like the benefits of it. Yeah. So break it down for people who may still be kind of like a little bit unsure. What exactly is the paleo diet?
Well, in simplest form, paleo is about eating the way our ancestors or cavemen used to eat. Keeping it simple: fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, protein, and unprocessed foods. That's it. Just fresh, wholesome, clean food. But we live in a modern world, and you can't always expect things to be 100% fresh. I'm not going to go out and kill a cow, you know. But for me,
at least not on the normal.
Well, not now, you know. But for me, taking it to the next level would mean, okay, if I'm going to eat beef, what beef am I eating? Am I eating something that's pumped with hormones and steroids, or I'm going to look for quality meat that's grass-fed, that's raised in pastures and not in factories, and that's killed in a humane way and not slaughtered, like, you know, in an inhumane way. So I use grass-fed beef. I use lots of fruits, lots of vegetables. I get my vegetables from local farmers as fresh as I can get them. We don't freeze our food just because I don't like how when you take your food out, like basic meal prep, you
Yep.
freeze everything. I don't like how you have to thaw it out and microwave, and then everything's like, I just don't like the quality of the food. And I like the fact that because we make the food daily, we're able to use green leafy vegetables. We're able to use an array of vegetables that don't get wilty or they don't get soggy when you heat it up or you take it out of the freezer or whatever.
Now, the one thing I've noticed about the paleo diet, though, is because you said, we eat as cavemen used to eat. So this is total Cro-Magnon man diet right here, which is awesome. So no bread, though, because cavemen did not make bread.
Yeah, no bread.
Yeah.
And the whole thing behind the bread, the dairy, and the nuts is that a lot of what goes into that is processed food. But for me, I don't eat bread and I don't eat rice because, one, that's not the only carbohydrate source. People are like, oh, the paleo diet is a low-carb diet. It's not a low-carb diet. It's a good carbohydrate diet. We use sweet potato, red potatoes. I use a lot of squash, kabocha squash, butternut squash, jicama.
Butternut squash is amazing.
Yeah, I use everything besides bread and rice, just to mix it up. But it's the nutrition that I'm going for rather than just the macronutrients. I'm going for macro and micronutrients.
So it's not that much of a diet by traditional means. You're not exactly cutting out huge amounts of what you're normally used to eating. You're just eating differently, but you're not tremendously changing your diet.
Yeah. It's more of a lifestyle change, just to get people to understand that there's no one real way to eat. You don't have to just eat sandwiches all the time. You don't eat rice and meat all the time. You have to look at other sources and other varieties of foods and play with your food. Enjoy the food. That's what I love, is that our food is never the same at all. Every day it's different. Every week it's different. Every 3 months I change all the menus just to keep things exciting. Food should never be boring. You should never look at your food and be like, oh, this again. You should love what you eat and you should enjoy it.
And how's the company doing? How are you like?
Oh, we're good. It's again, we're 1 year in, and we've just been climbing up the ladder slowly but surely. Again, the main focus for us is it's not about the money that goes into what we do. It's about the lifestyle change that we're able to help people with. I've had people on our plans that have lowered their glucose levels, that have been taken off diabetic medication, that have felt the best they felt in years, that look better, that feel healthier. That's what we're all about, is changing health in Guam.
Triple J says yes. Find the car of your dreams. Know how much you're approved for and what your trade-in is worth instantly online at triplejguam.com. Get a real-time view of every car in our inventory. Pre-qualify instantly and save time at the dealership. Triple J says yes.